Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 102 of Direwolf20's Let's Play series. Today, I wish for more burning apparently, so I have to find the Lamp of Cinders in the Troll Caves. And you can then burn away the thorn barriers. So basically, I need to head over to the Twilight Forest and continue my adventure. And again, we are back to tracking down stuff that I have never done before in the Twilight Forest. So pretty excited to check out what all this new content is about. So last episode, we took down the Ice Queen. That was cool. So I'm guessing that I am still unable to, and let me make sure I didn't put my, yes, this thing has to go back away. Cool. Good deal. So apparently I cannot get rid of the thorns in the Thorn Forest yet. Is that true? That seems to be pretty true. But I also think that we stopped the rain. Yes. So this area is where that rain has been occurring. That poisonous acid rain stuff that's been basically constantly been hurting me anytime I walk into it. It looks like it's pretty much stopped raining, so that's nice. That's kind of a cool effect. This whole area is dirt instead of grass. That's neat. I guess because of the acid rain. That makes perfect sense. So where am I? Oh, look at that. I'm probably very close. So I want to head slightly northeast. So that would be this way. And there should be... I have no idea what I'm in for. Like, I purposely didn't do much research on the Snow Queen or the troll thing that I'm about to encounter or any of that stuff because I wanted to experience it fresh on camera for you guys. So maybe a little bit westish of here. I mean, I'm feeling like I'm kind of near what might be a troll cave. Trollstein. That's a good sign. What do I use this for? I can make facades with it. There's no big surprise there. Actually, I don't see any good use for it. Interesting. I guess we'll just kind of hang on to it and whatever happens, happens. So we are meant to... Alright, this is apparently a troll cave. Unripe troll berries. Nope. Nothing there. Troll berries. I might need like shears or something. I wonder if I have those handy. I don't think I do. That's okay. I guess I'll just continue popping down into... Whoa, yeah, that's a deep place to be all of a sudden. Suddenly regretting my decision not to bring my wings. You know what else I'm going to do? Put the other thing on there. That should be a little bit easier for navigating. It's a little bit too easy to fall into holes when you've got that awesome fast sash on. So what do we have down here? A bunch of this Trollstein stuff, which I'm just going to grab some of. I don't know what it was, but I killed it. I mean, I suppose I could take a look. Cave troll. All right. That wasn't like the cave troll that I needed to kill, was it? Because that was a little bit too easy. No, I have to find the Lamp of Cinders in the troll caves. Okay. What just kind of like lit up over here? Is it these trollberry things? Or these ripened berries? Let's put this guy here so we can be ready to put away stuff we don't need. So I've been getting torch berries. Yeah, I have no idea what to expect in terms of stuff inside this cave. I mean, I'm going to kind of assume that it's like near the bottom of the cave. So I guess I'll keep going down. So far, so good. Who's shooting at me? Oh, Mr. Skeleton, that was a bad call on your part. Undying skeleton. That's a giant lie. He died. Oh, witch is down here too, huh? Alright, good to know. So apparently I have to find a lamp. And I do not know where to find it. I guess what I'll do Because right now I'm just kind of wandering around the cave. It's a nice cave, don't get me wrong, but I think I should probably come back in a minute once I've got a clearer definition of where I'm supposed to be going. So how about I'll be back in a moment or two. Cool? All right, see you guys then. Well, the troll caves, I will give them this. They're quite large. Still not entirely sure where I'm going, but looking around at least. Having a projectile torch is kind of the best thing ever in a place like this. See? Alright, I'm going to continue to explore. Oh, nobody panic, but I think I found something. Okay, something's going on here. I just want to explore this area immediately here. Definitely like a mushroomy type area with some obsidian stuff. I mean, there's this obsidian box, which is totally not sneaky or suspicious at all. Let's see what's inside. Ahaha! There's a chest in there. I found magic beans, umbrous soil, seeds, mushroom, potato, bone meal. Okay. Now this is umbrous soil. Okay, so it turns to dirt if you break it. So let's get out our silk touch shovel. And it also turns to dirt, even with silk touch. All right, good to know. Cool. Umbrous soil goes away. Magic beans, huh? I'm kind of interested in what those might be. I have no idea. See, guys, I'm not even kidding. I purposely like went out of my way. Oh yeah, look at that. You can't pick up the umbrous soil. Interesting. I don't really know what that is either. Interesting. I'll find out. I mean, I'm gonna go find out and let you guys know as soon as I know. I just wanted to make sure that my first time through was a little bit unique, right? Like I didn't go look it all up and know everything about it already. Kind of wanted to have a little bit of an adventure here. So I will continue to explore this place. Huge mushroom. Cool. Let's grab an axe. Ooh. All right. This part may not be done yet. Right. All right, I will continue looking around. I thought that might have been something, but apparently I was mistaken. I'll be back in just a moment. All right, guys, I decided to come back to this area and look around and see if there's anything that I missed. I didn't entirely explore this mushroomy area. There's another obsidian thingy. Giant obsidian. Okay. There are a large number of skeletons down here. Let's light this place up a little bit. So I'm guessing I need something to deal with the giant obsidian. Oh, wait, hold on. It's already open. Nice. Oh, there's the Lambo cinders. Awesome. Torchberries and obsidian. More magic beans. Cool. I like that. And more umbrous soil. Awesome. I wonder if there's any way to break that obsidian, though. I do have a thought. Torchberries. That's nice. Let's head back home. Because I do know that there's an item in Twilight Forest that's like a giant pickaxe, and maybe you need that to break the giant obsidian. I'm not sure if that was like I need to do that, but there's another one of those guys. I want to sneak in here real quick, snag what's inside, and then I think we're gonna head back. Ah, who's shooting me? There you are. So yeah, I think I'm going to pop back to my overworld base in just a minute here. I do like that these berries down here kind of eventually mature and turn into glowing berries. That's kind of cool. All right, more magic beans, more of this stuff. Let's pop back to our base. Starting teleportation home. I'm just going to pop in, grab a couple things, and then pop back out. I want to go right back to the Twilight Forest. The reason being is I want to see what we can do with these magic beans. So I don't know if I need a bunch or not, but I'm going to snag... Didn't I throw some into my AE system? Didn't put them in here by mistake, did I? I mean, I have 3, obviously, but... Could have sworn I got more of that stuff. Uberous soil. I got some of that. That's weird. I could have sworn I threw them in the AE system, but that's all right. I have a few. No worries. Let's go see what we do with them. So I'm going to bring the Uberous soil and the magic beans, only because I found them together. And then what was the repair material on my Manulin bolts? I'm guessing Manulin. Yes. So let's get some cobalt, some ardite. I'm going to cook up a little bit more of the Manulin, repair my arrows. If, like I said, you put the repair thing on there, they will regenerate themselves, but it's pretty slow, and the rate at which I'm firing arrows is pretty heavy. So I've got 2 molten ingots of Manulin in there. Let's get our ingot cast. One. And 2. So, let's see. 47 becomes... Okay, I can't do it in there without the tweaks. So let's just do this. 168, nice. 287, I'll take it. All right. Back to having a large number of weapons. I'm not sure if I was supposed to be able to get into that obsidian area or not, but I'm going to go at least see if I can figure out what these magic beans are for, because magic beans and giant pickaxes kind of make me think there's some kind of giant area that we can go check out. So I'm going to go walk around outside in the Twilight Forest here, and we will come back in a minute if I can see anything up in the sky. Aha, I knew it. There is something up there. Nice. So I don't know exactly what I need to do, but I assume I just find some of this Uberous soil and plant a magic bean. Whoa, hello. That was not a good decision. Huge stalk. All right. Be a little careful planting magic beans, apparently. I mean, the way I know magic beans to work is typically they take more than an instant to grow, but that's okay. Nice. See, I know I've played with, like, the Giant's tools from Twilight Forest, so I figured magic beans, giant tools, there must be something going on up here. Awesome. Wispy cloud. Fluffy cloud. All right. I don't know if there's a proper tool for breaking clouds, but pickaxe seems to be doing just fine. More wispy, which are kind of cool looking. Oh, hello. Ah, there's a giant. It's a giant me. Wonder how badly these guys hurt. Not that badly. They do have a decent amount of health, though. Alright, a couple giant swords. Nice. Check this guy's out. Oh, yeah. Alright. Let's go and see if there's anything else in here. So, giant cobblestone, obviously, I probably won't be able to mine using this regular old pick. Ah, more giant direwolves. Ooh, but he's got a pickaxe. Nice. I'll fight you with your own weapons. Awesome. Giant's pickaxe. Now we're talking. See, I think if that giant obsidian area wasn't opened up, I would have had to get, yeah, the giant's pickaxe to clear the area away. Nice. Anything else cool in here? Not really. That is awesome. Cool. Giant cobblestone. Can I place this in the world and it's giant again? Not really, but I'm still going to collect it just in case there's something useful that I can do with it. Alright, we will come back in just a minute, guys, after I've had a chance to clear this stuff out and see where I have to head next. I'm guessing because I got the achievement, right? I did get that achievement, didn't I? No? Let's drop it. You know what? I probably just have to do a pickup of it. There we go. Now I've got the achievement. Yeah, Minecrafter achievements are a little bit funny about picking up items versus finding them in chests. Now I should be able to make it past the thorns. So I'll come back in a minute to check out what's over there. So apparently now I need to make it past the Thornlands and unlock the door to the castle. I have no idea how to do that. So castle, very wow. I like it. Requires past the thorns. So in order to get past the thorns, I need the Lamp of Cinders, which will apparently... Oh, nice. Oh, that is cool. It just, boom. Makes it very easy. I wonder if I can just break it easily. Oh yeah, that's cool. Whoa, nice. It's got a big area of effect there going. That's cool. Alright, so next phase of this place is to go make it to a castle. Let's check out what our map has to say about that. Let's go back here. So apparently we have to find a castle. I suspect that's a castle. So I will climb past these thorns. It'll probably be at least a few minutes for me to get through them. So I will come back in a minute. Whoa, that is cool. I mean, that is really cool. I'm just going to take that site in for a second. So I cleared past all the thorns, obviously, and managed to get my way up here. This is really cool. So I don't know how I unlock the achievement that I need. I did clear past all the thorns, but let's see. Make it past the Thornlands and unlock the door to the castle. All right, so I have to unlock the door to the castle. I guess in order to unlock the door to the castle, I need to find the door to the castle. So, let's speed this up a bit. Castle door, where are you at? Hello? Wonder if anybody's home. Keep an eye on my map up there too to see if anything jumps out as what might be an entryway or something. I mean, I would imagine that big square area at the front, like the largest square, is probably where the entry would be. But maybe not. Hello? Castle entrance. Where are you? Alright, I will run around the castle a little bit until I find the entrance. And then, you know what that means. We'll be right back. If I were a castle entrance, where would I be? Alright, I decided to just climb right up here because I cannot find a main entrance. So, I don't know if that means one doesn't exist or what the deal is. But I'm going to start exploring this place. It's also possible, by the way, I'm not entirely sure, but it's definitely within the realm of possibilities that this part of the Twilight Forest isn't completely finished. Usually updates contain, you know, major additions, but there's like some parts left out. We ran into that in the past. But hello, what do we have here? Oh, well, that wasn't so hard to break. Some kind of force field. Neat. I'm not entirely sure what's up, but I'm gonna go down into the basement here. Sure, why not? Getting dark and darker. Hello. What have we here? This is cool. Can I break this stuff? I can. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be able to, but I can. This is definitely interesting. Whoa. Fancy stuff. I mean, it breaks very easily, so I don't know if that's like Blue Castle Rune Brick. That, on the other hand, does not break easily. Like I said, extremely possibly not done yet. But very cool looking. Kind of wish it was. It might be, I don't know. I'm just going to look around. Like I said, very little research on the Twilight Forest. Usually like to experience this part of the mod. Just it's an adventure mod, right? So it'd be kind of silly to just research it all and know ahead of time what it's all about. Like that's how I usually like to do my mod videos, where I know as much as I can about it. But in this kind of an example, I feel like, you know, I should experience it fresh, you know what I mean? But anyway, so that's pretty cool. I wish I could get some of that blue Twilight Force field. That's really cool looking stuff. This place is actually pretty big. Here's something. Oh, going deeper. Okay. I was about to go upstairs, but I decided to explore a little bit, and we found a second level to this area. Nice. All right. There's not much down here, especially like by way of mobs. You would think with such a dark area there'd be a lot of monsters or something, but nope. So I'm gonna look around, and I'll come back if I find something cool to show you guys. How's that sound? All right, see you in a minute. All right, found another. Whoa, what is going on down here? I'm at Y level 51, and that is a scary place. What's the sign say? Mini boss 2 gives talisman. All right, I'm going to assume that means that this is a work in progress, and this is where the mini boss would be. Very cool, though. I am really interested in seeing where things go from here. We might be done with Twilight Forest, and I suspect in order to get out of here, I'm going to have to fly. I mean, I could pillar up too, but at this point, I think there's nothing dangerous in this place, so might as well fly on up. All right, I'm going to just check around in this castle a little bit more, see if there's not something I may have missed. It looks like the castle is not quite completed yet, so as a result, or you know what, it's also possible that maybe just because I didn't enter through the door, some kind of activation didn't occur. But I suspect a sign down there that says Mini Boss 2, that leads me to think that we are definitely at a point right now where we shouldn't be. Like, it's just not done yet. But we'll see. I'll explore the castle a little bit and see if I can at least get the achievement completed for opening the door to the castle, and we'll be right back. Well, one thing's for sure, this castle is impressive. And massive. Oh, look, here's another one of those signs. Parkour Area 1, Mini Boss 1. Neat. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. So yeah, I'm going to go on a limb and say that this area is definitely not complete. So as a result, I'm going to say that I am done with the Twilight Forest, at least for now. If there's an update to the mod between now and the time we wrap up the series, maybe I'll swing back and see if the Thorns area gets updated. But if not, we might just have to wait till next season to check out what it's all about. So Twilight Forest, all done. That was a lot of fun. I don't know about you guys, but I kind of always have fun taking a break from some of the intense building and automation and stuff and just jumping into like a little bit of an adventure. That's why I try to not have the flight going on, all that stuff. Just like, let's try and make it, you know, a little bit of an adventure. You know, I do obviously keep on my armor and my awesome weapons, and I made some really cool crossbows and stuff, but, you know, long story short, I do like taking on the adventure aspect of the mod. So Twilight Forest, definitely one of my favorite mods. It is just in my opinion, incredibly well done. Especially the whole progression aspect where they make you kind of progress through the experience a little bit. That is very cool. All right, what I'm going to do is drop off all my stuff here. I will put this guy back on. You can go into the AE system for now. I'm going to clean up my inventory, come back, see where we're at, and then we will see what we're going to work on going forward now that Twilight Forest is complete. All right, back in just a moment, guys. All right, guys, we're back. So we've wrapped up the Twilight Forest series of this Let's Play series, and what I'm thinking I'm going to do next, haven't fully decided exactly what I want to do next, to be honest with you. There's a couple things I could work on. I could work on more blood magic progression, because there's an even higher tier altar that we haven't even touched yet. So, I mean, obviously we've got the tier 5 altar, but we could get up to a tier 6. And obviously my altar is not ideal because it keeps breaking. I think what happens is some kind of mob is aggroing the creepers, who then decide to explode, who then, you know, destroy areas. So might want to tweak that a little bit. How many eggs do we have at this point? Would be really interesting to know. Let's put this stuff away. So almost 4,000 eggs. Might want to get rid of some of these chickens. We'll see. I'm thinking, though, I'd probably want to maybe move my base at some point. I haven't fully decided. I don't know if I want to move the entire base. What I've actually decided is, because remember I ran that straw poll a little bit back, and I think it was like 60% of you said, like, yeah, Dyer, move your base. And about 40% of you said, no, don't move your base. So clearly there's something of a split there, right? I mean, there was a winning side, right? Obviously move your base was the winner, but a good majority didn't want to see like a whole base moving thing. So that said, I've decided maybe I don't move my entire base, right? Maybe I move only the parts of the base that, you know, I use on a most regular basis. So for example, these mob farms and stuff, like I'm not doing anything over here typically. They just kind of run on their own. So there would be no need to move these to a new dimension. So if I were to create a new dimension, it would probably just be my main base with my AE system, probably have the power gen there, and then, you know, use the Tesseracts to transfer power back to the overworld. Britannia might move some of that stuff. I might get a chance to redo some of this because obviously we're a little bit cramped in the Britannia area here, so we might move that one. Thaumcraft, I don't know, I kind of like my Thaumcraft setup, so maybe this can stay, right? There would be no real need to move it. And because of the ease of teleporters, right, we've got like this awesome teleporting system now from RF Tools, I could just kind of like leave these things as they exist. And then anytime I want to go work on Thaumcraft, or if I want to go work on Britannia stuff, or if I want to work on blood magic stuff, right? I don't think I would move my blood magic setup because that would be a lot of work, right? Moving all that complicated stuff that we have. Obviously, like this whole thing, frankly, I'm being lazy. I don't feel like moving all this complicatedness. Like that would be a lot of work to have to redo all that. So I could just, you know, hop into a teleporter, right? Dial up the blood magic area, and then boom, teleported right there from my base in a void dimension. So that's kind of what I'm thinking I might want to look at. And obviously, I might want to have an AE system that interacts between the overworld and the void dimension, so we'd have to get into some quantum tunnels. I don't know. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So kind of a middle ground between moving my base and not moving my base, and I hopefully that'll be interesting. Now, if I do decide to move my base, I would like to come up with an interesting and cool way to build my base, and there's a couple things that we have access to now that might be something new in terms of a base building mechanic. So I'd like to try that out as well. I'm going to experiment. I think there's actually 2 or 3 different ways I could generate a base using some of the mods that would be new to you guys. So I'm going to experiment with those a little bit between this episode and next. I will come back next episode and let you know what my plans are. May start the base moving shortly, may do a couple other things around this area before I decide to move. We shall see. For now, though, it is time to wrap up the episode. So this is Direwolf20 signing off. Hope you enjoyed this episode and pretty much the whole saga of doing the Twilight Forest series. I definitely enjoyed it. I always enjoy the Twilight Forest. It's a lot of fun to play through. If you guys have never experienced trying to play through the Twilight Forest, I definitely recommend you do so. All right, guys, Direwolf20 signing off. Take it easy.